interceptions. It's the Steelers and the Jags, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
23.
Etienne once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Red on red. Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Here's Lawrence to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll give him 8 that time, and he'll be left with second and a couple. Etienne up the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Hey, Ryan!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Hey.
On play action, Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. Room to maneuver at the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Shifts past him at the 45. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
11.
Straight ahead, Etienne. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Rip, 23. Silver.
Now Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Operating from the gun, Carter. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Rashee Rice as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Hurry up.
Now Lawrence to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season. Throwing to start the drive. Carter. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Operating from the gun, Carter. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here we go.
On second down, Etienne once more. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 24. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lawrence. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. And the Jaguar first down.
Decent 24.
They go play action now. Lawrence going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars might be moving closer to an elusive second win of the year as they extend that fourth quarter lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Carter got his man complete over the middle. That's Hart. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hart. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. But they're helping out, too. Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. And Davis has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. A handoff for Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Hey, let's go.
The tight end in motion right. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down.
But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, here's Etienne. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Carter. That is incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Pushing his way through. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will be a